Hey there, singles. This is Matchmaker Alexandra here. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about matchmaking, the ethics of it, and what is a realistic expectation for a matchmaker-client relationship. I get this question a lot from potential clients, and I thought it would be simpler to create a video so people can refer to it. Hey there, singles. So the first thing is how can we ethically meet client expectations while still maintaining the idea that we want long-lasting, happy relationships? The truth is, a lot of this comes down to blunt honesty. If somebody has unrealistic expectations, it is my job as a matchmaker to have a discussion with my potential client about that and explain that what we can achieve, what we can't achieve, and what actually serves us in the long term versus what we just think we want at a base level. Now, that doesn't mean that I can belittle what my client wants and I can say, you can't have this or you don't deserve this, because at the end of the day, you deserve the love that you want as well as the love that you can get. But we have to manage expectations at every point in our life, including our love life. So it's just kind of a delicate balance of going back and forth, redefining our wants and needs, and making sure that those wants are actually serving us moving forward as we move towards a marriage or a long-term relationship, rather than just serving our own shallow needs in the moment. Another important ethical question for matchmakers is how can we ensure that everybody is feeling valued and feeling important to the process, not just our clients, but the people we introduce them to. It's really important to me personally at every step of the path that I make sure everybody is comfortable, calm, safe, secure. There's options for if you no longer want to contact this person, making sure that your personal information is not being breached without your consent. All of these things are an important part of love and dating because it's a very unique industry where we're dealing with personal information, we're dealing with personal lives, and we want to make sure everybody is happy at the end of the day with the process, whether or not the relationship works out. So that's my job as matchmaker. Your job as a client is also to behave in a way that is productive and safe. So if you find that dating is hard for you, if you find yourself engaging in behaviors that maybe are not getting you where you want to be in your love life, me and you as client and matchmaker need to sit down and have a discussion about how we can resolve those issues moving forward, because we don't want to be put into a situation where we're making anybody else feel unsafe and making you feel unsafe and unproductive. So that's a really important part of matchmaking. That's part of what I do, is making sure everybody's comfortable, happy, secure, and ready to move forward. Another thing to keep in mind with matchmaking is that a lot of the times it's not a linear concept. It can be one step forward, two step backs, or the opposite way around. It can be two steps forward and one step back sometimes. It can feel like you're not progressing. But just like any other venture in life that you want to spend a significant amount of time and an investment of emotion on, you need to be ready to do it in the long term. If you want casual dating, if you want to control this all your own way, you can go to online dating. Those options are there for you. If you want to work with a matchmaker, you need to be prepared for the long haul. You need to be ready to put in work, and you need to be ready to listen to the advice of your matchmaker, and for your matchmaker to listen to your advice also and make sure they're refining their process. But as matchmakers, it is important that we are maintaining our expectations and moving forward at some pace, even if it's not always the pace we want to be moving at. At the end of the day, we just want to get you in a successful relationship. If that takes 10 dates, if that takes 5 dates, if that takes 1 date, at the end of the day, a success is a success. So patience is an important part of the process on both sides of the aisle. Another common thing that I get asked as a matchmaker is, why is it important how far out we're willing to look for a match? So I recommend that my clients look as far out as they are comfortable looking. And the reason for that is, if you want a match, you cannot just guarantee that your perfect person out there is in your zip code. And if they were, you might have already met them. So realistically, if we want a long-term lasting relationship, if we want to fall in love, if we want to get married, you should open up your boundaries as wide as you are comfortable with, and maybe even a little farther than you are generally comfortable with, so that we have a lot more options for you and we're more willing and ready to get you people that are going to be in that long-term relationship with you. Now, from my end, my responsibility as a matchmaker is to not be unreasonable and make you fly 6 hours to meet your potential wife. It's a delicate balance. It's something you need to work on with your matchmaker. And ethically, we need to make sure that we're doing it in a way that's not costing our client or our potential match anything that they're not willing to give. In conclusion, what I'm trying to get across here is that matchmaking is a complex topic. Each case is a delicate balance and completely personalized. That's why we only do personalized programs here at Introductions Inc. And if you want to know more about the ethics of matchmaking, how we can safely proceed with with matchmaking, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to have a conversation about it. I'm always ready and willing to talk more about matchmaking and the process. Links are all in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk soon.